TxStampin Sharon. I'm bringing you a super fun fold today. I've never done it. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. I invite you to hit the subscribe button below and then hit the notification bell. You'll be notified when I upload videos. I love fun folds. I love learning them. And then when I learn them, I love to teach them to y'all. Let's get started. So on today's video, we're going to be using the gorgeous papers called Peaceful Poppies Designer Series papers. This is from the new January through June mini catalog that started January the 3rd. The thing that I love that they have added, when you see the DSP Designer Series papers, in the fine print, tiny, tiny words, you can see what colors coordinate. This year, Stampin' Up! Added our color palette right here. Do you know how easy it was for me just to look at a glance? What color green was that? Oh yeah, I mean, I knew it was Poppy Parade because it's poppies, but I'm like, what color was that green? What color is that purple? It was so easy just for me to look over here. So I wanted to point that out to you. I am going to be using the ribbon called Whisper White Crinkled Seam Binding Ribbon. We're going to be using that today. And I'm not actually using the Painted Poppy stamp set. I'm using its friend called Peaceful Moments, okay? So here's our stamp sets. Loved, loved, loved the sentiments. The sentiments and the Designer Series paper combined with this fold, boom, it was perfect. I have all my paper cut and ready for us to get started. I have cut the favorite pattern in half, and I was like, oh, is this gonna work? So fingers crossed this one works. I do have two other cards using the same papers, different prints in that series, that I will be sharing with you in a few minutes. So this is 2 inches by 3 3/4. I have 2 pieces of Whisper White that is 2 inches by 4 inches. I have 2 pieces of Designer Series paper that is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And then I have my favorite, the Whisper White Thick, that is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. We're going to do some scoring. I'm using the light gray scoring blade on the paper trimmer. And I want to score at 2 1/8. I'm going to flip it around to make it easy. And we're going to do 2 1/8 again, making sure that we're only using that light gray blade. We're going to go ahead and give this a great crease, not just a good one. Like, we want a great crease because we want this card to lay as flat as possible. So years ago, they used to call this a hot dog fold. I don't think they call that anymore. I don't know. Maybe they do. I call it a hot dog fold. We're going to attach our Designer Series papers with our snail. I had a fun time coming up with different designs just using the different patterns in the pack, but the same fold. So I'm gonna have 3 different types of cards ready, and you know, whenever the occasion arises, I'll have them all ready to send out. If you do not currently have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love for you to choose me. I will send you free catalogs, and you can sign up for my newsletter list in the description box below, where you can receive ideas. Once a week, I send out PDF instructions for different projects. All right, so we're gonna lay this on this side. So we only want the snail on the right-hand side. We don't want to glue our card shut. And to make this fit, I'm gonna come all the way down to the edge, to the bottom. So this piece is going to be our top panel, and we're going to put snail only on the left-hand side. And if you will put your finger about right in the middle, that way you know you need to add the snail on this side. And again, I'm going to go right up to the top. So now we have a double gate fold, super cute. I've already stamped my sentiment and I added a piece of that crinkle ribbon on the side, and I've already added dimensionals on the back. And we're gonna pop that right here. And I wanted to show you, I played with coloring the ribbon different ways. So it comes white, okay? And I played with it first with the dark rich raspberry, then I did the light, then I did the Poppy Parade. I liked the Poppy Parade better, it just popped. Now, when you're gonna stamp inside, remember, you don't want to use Stampin Blends when you're coloring, because then it would show through on the back. So I'm gonna be using Stays On. And I'm just gonna stamp my sentiment. And then I'm gonna stamp a flower, just one single posy right there. I'm going to use my Stampin' Wrap markers. I hardly use these anymore, and I was like, oh, poor things. They need to feel loved. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use the fine tipped end of the Old Olive. And then I'm using Poppy Parade. And then I'm going to use Basic Black. And that card's done. So let me show you my other ideas. How about this one? Super cute. I did use more of the stamps that are in the stamp set. And for the punch, I used the Pretty Label punch. And then I did a little mat. And then I just added a little ribbon right there. This one I loved because the heart is actually kind of holding it closed like that. Now let me tell you what I discovered about the heart punches. There are 2 new heart punches in the catalog, and the small one, or the plain one, is what I punched out the white, Whisper White with, and then the scalloped one gave it a cute little scalloped edge. I didn't realize that this one was a little bit smaller, so that was a fun discovery for me. I hope that you enjoyed this fun fold. And if you make this card or this kind of fold, let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments. I love those thumbs up. Happy stamping, y'all.